I had this laptop for really many years now. I think I bought it back in 2011, so that's approximately 6 years. Now the problem is the hinges are being loose of the screen, and as you can see it is rocking back and forth. It doesn't stand still, and here's the problem, guys. Check this out. Now you can see that the hinge, there's nothing to hold it in place. Actually, there are screws which hold in the hinges in place, but the plastic mounts has got broken. As you can see, the screw just came out. Here it is. You can see that. So I'm going to seek a solution. I can't rely on this plastic anymore. It's badly damaged, it's broken. I know that the laptop is probably too old, it has to go, but I've enjoyed working with this a lot. I'm doing all the fun stuff with it. Even my kids are doing their homeworks using it. So I'm keeping it. I'll try to fix it. It works perfectly fine, except for this issue. Pretty funny, isn't it? Yeah, you can see that the hinge has actually taken this cover out. What I'll try to do is I'll try to get longer screws with washers underneath. I might have to drill the top right here. Have the screw with a nut, just like that. Screw top, nut underneath, and it should hold the mounts in place, and the screen should be alright after that. And this will happen to both hinges, one here and the other one right there. So I looked around in the stock of the screws that I have, and I got myself this longer screw. Right now, typically such screw will have such nut. Oops. This is an ordinary nut. I do not want to use this one for real good reason. Now, if I get the screw in here and the nut underneath, or vice versa, whatever suits the situation, having the screen opening and closing will cause the screw to rock back and forth, and then the nut will be loose. So I'll have to tighten the nut every now and then. Now, instead of this ordinary type of nut, I get a set here of locker nuts. These locking nuts, they do have a plastic insert in them, and I'll show you a bigger nut so you can get the concept. This plastic insert, which is inside the nut, will prevent the nut from going loose. Even if it goes loose a little bit, it won't go too far. It will be stuck in a certain situation that it will never fall off. So I'm going to go with this one. But first things first, let's check if the thread matches, and in this case it's perfect. Yeah, this is the right one. So I'll use a couple of these screws, a couple of these nuts, and if the screw ends up too long, then I'll have either to cut it using a steel cutter, or if that doesn't work, then I'll get the rotary tool out with a cutting disc and cut it to the desired length. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to drill a hole from underneath into this surface. I know drilling in a laptop, it sounds weird and awkward and probably not the right thing to do, but it will help this situation. It will keep this computer working and having the screen closing and opening properly without any inconvenience for several years to come, for whenever it decides to die permanently. Got the drill in here ready, and I'll look for a proper, the right size of drill bit, and I think this should be alright. Yeah, I believe this one will work. So I'll start working with this one. And now let's do a little bit of drilling. Here I got the drill bit. I will have to be precise and make sure that the screen mount is aligned properly and perfectly fine, but the drill bit seems to be a little big for it. Or is there something in the way? Yes, there is something in the way. And I think that's a plastic piece, a broken plastic piece which used to form as the mount earlier. Let's get this out of the way. Here it is. This is the broken mount. And yes, it is aligned properly. So here we go. I just noticed something. I should have it aligned upside down. And because I don't want any chunks of the drilling to go inside between all the processor and the hard disk and the motherboard, other smart components of the computer, so I'm going to flip it. And guys, if you are wondering, yes, I'm working in the kitchen. I don't have any workshop or garage or workspace, so I'm using this nice marble slab over here as a workstation for many of the repairs that I do. I have to work with what I have. It's a fact, and this makes it fun as well, so I can overcome challenges. You should do the same. Starting to come out, and we are through, and the computer is on. Go back to sleep. Right. Now let me see if the screw will go smoothly through the hole, and it should. Yep, it does. And without even tightening the screw, you can see that it helps actually holding the screen a lot better. And this is just one side. The other side still loose. I'm going to keep the screw here without any washers. I'll use washers at the other end. I got lucky. After going through my stock of screws, nuts and washers, I have found this washer, or these washers. I got a couple of them, and they fit perfectly fine. Check this out. It doesn't go through the hole. So this will hold the screw in place, or actually the nut in place, and let's get onto it. And guys, in case you are wondering, the nut is size M3. I'm going to use this nut drive along with the screwdriver, and actually I'm going to use the nut itself and drive it through. Now you can hear the plastics of the laptop are properly seated. I'm not going to tighten this too much. The nut is self-locking, so I'll just have it nice and snug. And I think this is enough. Can you see the progress? And this will get much better after doing the other side. And actually from here it doesn't look that bad. The drill bit did not align through the hinge when it was upside down. Unfortunately, I'll have to do this at least until I cut through the way. This is the other broken mount. It was stuck inside right here. Just to make sure that I'm not drilling in the hinge, and instead I'm drilling in the computer body right here. And we've gone through. An easier way is to throw the nut in this nut drive and just screw it in. It caught the thread. That's tight enough. And check this out. I can hold the screen in any position now. And that was nearly impossible before doing this fix. Still there is little wobble. That's alright. But I can hold the screen in whatever position I want to. And here's the finished product. Now, this doesn't look too bad, does it? Not at all. Got it fixed. Thank you guys for watching. Take care, be safe, and do it yourself.